Right, hi everybody. There's quite a few people who have asked me, been quite interested and just asked about the kit that I'm taking for MDS, for Marathon des Sables, which is 10 days from today. So I said that I would do a little video of all the stuff that I've landed on. And so here we go. This is my kit that I'm taking. Let's start over here with the all-important shoes. So my running shoes, these are the ones I used for South Downs Way 100 a few months ago, already with the Velcro for the gaiters there, Raidlight gaiters. That's been stitched on by the amazing Kevin Bradley at Alex Shoe Repairs in Battersea. Thank you, Kevin. Amazing job. And then good old Sahara cap. So I don't normally wear a cap when I'm running, or a hat, but in the Sahara it's different, so I've been told. So super light hot weather Drymax socks. So I've been using Drymax socks for a while now, really like them. And that's one thing that I've got a spare pair of. So there's only two things I've got a spare, which are the socks and top. My trusty Sepp calf guards weigh next to nothing, and some UV Nike arm sleeves. Again, they weigh next to nothing. Douse them in water, and if you've got some spare, and help cool your arms down a little bit. My favourite running shorts. I run most things in these. Bizarrely, I've got zillions of pairs of shorts, but I always use the same ones. So they're Ron Hill shorts. And yeah, so this is the top. So I've got two of these Raidlight UV. They're ultra light. It's about 90 grams. So two of those. A couple of Cancer Research UK buffs. Most versatile thing on the planet. Sunglasses. So Black Friday sale for some very nice Oakley sunglasses, which are quite wraparound as well, which will help in the sandstorms. There's my spare socks and top. And then over here, so obviously it gets freezing cold at night in the desert, so you can get down to 0 or even below. So that is a down puffer jacket that just crushes up into the size of your palm of your hand. It's just absolutely tiny. And these are super lightweight. They're about 50 gram trousers, again, just for kind of around the camp at night. Tyvek, I think they're called, trousers. You quite often see people at the start of a marathon wearing those and then kind of chuck them away. Here's my sleeping bag, so a Yeti, next to nothing. It's about 300 grams or something. Again, it just folds up to nothing. Well, there's a stuff bag there. I won't take the stuff bag because it's just more weight you don't need. I'll just stuff it into my backpack. Loads of documentation, COVID certificates, ATOL certificates, ECGs, medical certificates, Moroccan health, dog tag insurance, copy of passport. They're not coming, but yeah, never been so excited to get some COVID PCR tests dropped through the door today. One before we go, and then the 2-day test when we get back. Joys. What else? So yeah, some of the other mandatory kit here. So head torch. So I'm going with, again, the one I use for South Downs Way, which is not the lightest, but a friend of mine, Rob, thanks for the advice, who's done MDS before, said for the long stage, which goes through the night, that having a good headlamp is worthwhile. So this is a Petzl Swift with 2 batteries as required, so it's mandatory to have a couple of batteries. A couple of pairs of earplugs there, courtesy of Virgin Atlantic, because I don't want to listen to Rob or Kevin snoring at night. And that's my sleeping mat. That's climate inertia. It just covers the top part of your body. You can see it's got kind of holes in it where your sleeping bag sort of goes through. So it's really just to protect your hips, shoulders. Again, it kind of weighs next to nothing. What else have we got here? So let's start over here. So €200 notes. So you have to take €200. MDS being a French event, of course, it's euros. You can take a 200 note and save yourself about nothing, but nobody takes them. So, and underneath that is my good old original coloured British passport. Hurrah! What else have we got here? So a tiny little bit lighter. Another mandatory item is a lighter. A foil survival blanket. A signalling mirror. I've taken the string off the corner of that. And then a couple of other things I've just thrown in because they weigh just so little. So a few zip ties and some ultra strong Kevlar paracord, just in case something breaks, a tiny little tube of super glue and a tiny little Velcro strap there. That weighs about 2 grams. Here's my trusty Sea to Summit spoon, having tried many different spoons. It's about 13 grams. So mandatory to have a knife or a blade. So it's my tiny little Victorinox knife with some scissors in there as well. And then for taping my feet, I've got some Hyperfix tape, which is the one that I prefer, and some benzoin tincture in that little tube there to the top left of my knife. Thank you, Rory Coleman, for the advice on taping toes. It's proved very successful. Some anti-chafing cream, which I've just decanted into a tiny tube. And then I've got about 3 or 4 strips of rock tape to take up my legs as they start to drop off. And then wrapped around that, there's about 1 meter of Gorilla duct tape. Just in case I need to stick somebody's mouth together or something, I don't know. Yeah, so some bum cream. You definitely don't want to get a sore bum running across the Sahara. There are a few tiny little sachets of hand sanitizer, courtesy of Corbin and King restaurants, the last time that we went for breakfast at the Worsley. Thank you very much to them. Very useful. A few safety pins as required. That's 10 sheets of dried up or dried out wet wipes, which I'll rehydrate, use to clean my face and then my bum probably. Some pits and bits. I'm only taking 6 of those, so I'll use the rest beforehand. So they rehydrate into kind of little face cloths and they're amazing. I've used those before. Some drugs in case things go tits up, some Imodium and some cocodamol, 2 5-gram tubes of toothpaste. I might actually only take 1 of those. I worked out you can get about 9 brushes from one of those tubes, or maybe I'll just throw the caps off, that will save 1 gram. That's what's left of a toothbrush, because of course you cut it in half and drill holes in it. It's just what you do. It's got a little protective cover on the end, but I'll throw that before we start the run. Dude White, that's a bit of a luxury item really. I don't know, maybe I won't take it, but yeah, that's kind of that's my shower there, right there. A few these are mandatory or wipes, alcohol, whatever, wipes you need, sanitizer. So some sunblock, lip balm, Nivea, my favourite, that works really well. And then 2 tiny little tubes of very high factor sun cream, and a few sachets as well from Cancer Research UK. Thank you very much. Trusty silver compass. I'll take the string off that and tie it to the water card or checkpoint cards, which apparently are on a string or a cord that they give you. So just tie those all together. And underneath that there are a few shit bags. That was just to get the weight right. They give you shit bags when you get out to the Sahara. And yeah, luxury item, some MPOW ultra lightweight Bluetooth headphones. Thanks for the recommendation, Michael Bentley. They eventually arrived from China. Happy days. And IHG giveaways, my old employer, a very light power pack. And what else? Super important. My race pack. So I did try out a couple. That's a Raidlight one that Elizabeth Barnes, who won it 3 times, used, but didn't get on with it quite so well. Running poles there I decided not to take. They're staying here. So anyway, I've landed on the Ultimate Direction fast pack 20 litre, which is, I just find it more comfortable. I've got soft flasks. I know most people take hard flasks, but they're heavier, and I just don't see anything wrong if you look after them. I don't see how they're suddenly going to get punctured, and if they do, well, I'll just be on the ship, I guess. Or do what the Rockins do and just carry a bottle of water. And then most important, my Cancer Research UK flag, custom made, super strong and lightweight, with a telescopic carbon fibre fishing rod pole thing. Thanks for the advice on that one, Kevin Webber. So that's my flag. And then I think the rest, watch. So my trusty Garmin, Fenix 6 Sapphire, titanium, I don't know, it's the most expensive thing here. And 2 tiny little thingies, or I only need one of them, just to put in the back to stop any sand getting in. And then these are this is padding that rugby players apparently use in lineouts, which I'm going to put over my shoulders / collarbones. So I've got kind of big sticky outy bones, and I'm so skinny that not so much worried about chafing. I don't typically get chafing, but kind of bruising with a 7.5 kilogram pack on my back. So hopefully that's going to work okay. And then the rest of it is food. So quick lay down of the food, freeze dried, and this is most of the weight. Freeze dried expedition foods, super good. I've tried nearly all of these. They're going to get decanted into IKEA Ziploc bags, which is going to save about 300 grams. Happy days. And yeah, just they mix up in water, lukewarm water. I don't need to take any cooker or anything like that. It's just unnecessary weight. So yeah, they mix up in kind of lukewarm water. I just take one of the bottles that they give you, cut it in half, just leave it to rehydrate in the sun. So yeah, they're kind of laid out in stage order. And then I've got High Five. I've been using High Five stuff for years, really like it. Energy drink, recovery drink, some Hammer energy drink as well for the long stage. You get a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of calories per gram with all of this stuff, which is kind of what it's all about. You need a minimum of 2,000 calories per day, so you need to start the first day with 14,000, and so on for the remaining days. So yeah, some block shots. I'm probably going to ditch 1, 2, 3, 4 flapjacks, and maybe something else, because then maybe I can take a GoPro, but it's an either or, definitely not both. Twiglets, absolute necessity. I love twiglets, and I'm having 1 bag of those per day. Some Cliff Bars, pepperami, David Hedard's amazing magic caffeine bullets. Yeah, that's kind of just like survival stuff for the long day. If things are going pear-shaped, just to perk you up, really. Use those on South Downs Way 100 and they work a treat. Each one of them is kind of like 3 espressos, so there's 8 there. And then what else have we got? Oh, macadamia nuts. I mean, who knew that macadamia nuts had so many calories? So 250 grams, almost 1900 calories. Just incredible. Hydration tabs, I'll decant those out of the tubes and just into a plastic bag. Super important. Obviously they give you salt tablets as well when you get there, so this is in addition. Some crystallized ginger, which I really like. I'll eat my way through that before the race starts, so I'm just left with 7 pieces, which is 1 per day. And then some dried mango, which I really like as well. And that's pretty much it as far as my kit's concerned. So yeah, I hope that's been informative. Obviously there's additional stuff which the organisers give you. So there's a GPS spot tracker which they give you. They give you the shit bags I mentioned. You get the magic road book, which is basically your map. You'll get I guess a checkpoint card, maybe a water card. I don't know if that's the same thing, not quite sure. What else? I've got a list here. Your number, so your bib number, which has to go on your chest. They're very particular about that, apparently. On the long day, they give you a luminous stick, a glow stick, and a water bottle bag. Not quite sure what the point of that is. Anyway, that's what they issue you with. And then obviously there's a load of stuff not for actually running, but just that's coming with me. I haven't worked all of that through yet, just for the days afterwards. Lots of money. Apparently beer's like €15 for a bottle of Casablancan beer, but who cares? If we get to the end, then we'll be buying it. Good. All right. Well, if anybody's got any questions, I'll post this on the interweb at some point. And yeah, drop me a line if you've got any questions about the kit that I've chosen. I can't tell you how good it is because I haven't done it yet. But in a couple of weeks' time, then yeah, if you've got any questions, I can probably tell you what worked and what didn't. All right. See you on the other side. Cheers. Bye.